story. Amy, start from the beginning.
Okay, so we no longer have a truck, and we had to move something. So we borrowed a truck from a friend.
What happened to the truck?
Sold it.
Okay.
New
husband's truck
cars.
gone. Got it.
Husband truck gone. So had to borrow a friend's truck. I mean, the only reason why we had his truck was to move something. We go, we move it, return it. Stevenson's with us. He's like, are we sure we're just going to leave the keys in the cup holder? And it's like, well, yeah, because that's what our friend said to do. I'm going to be home really soon. Just put it in front of the house with the keys in the cup holder.
So the person you borrowed it from
Yes.
said, hey, no problem. You can leave the keys in it.
Yeah.
I'll probably be there real soon.
Yes.
Was it like 11 o'clock at night?
No. Or evening, late afternoon, early evening.
Okay,
oh my gosh.
Okay. go
Right.
ahead.
But that's when we dropped it off. Well, so he was supposed to get back soon, the friend. But he didn't get back as soon as he thought, and he didn't get back soon enough before the truck got stolen.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Like, what are the odds?
How did you find out the truck was stolen?
I called the next day and said, you're not going to believe this. My truck was stolen last night.
He called you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were like, say what? And he's like, yeah. So I don't know how many details I want to give. So some men, boys, whatever, I don't know, were dropped off in the neighborhood to rob cars. And they have security footage of all the neighbors. And sure enough, they were breaking into cars and stealing things out of cars.
Oh, they hit the jackpot. They were like, guys,
Yeah.
come here. Look at this. You'll never believe it.
Right.
Car
So
keys.
they had zero intention of stealing a car.
Yeah, but you have to
However-
at that point. There's no choice. You have to steal it.
The car's telling you to steal
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it was like a gift from the universe. Like,
Or you.
Wow, the keys are in the cup holder. And it's just crazy because so now it's like the car was stolen because of us. Like, had we never borrowed it, it wouldn't
Correct.
have gotten stolen. But then he's the one that said, leave the keys in the cup holder. And we second guessed it, but he said, no, it's fine.
So whose fault is it? That's a great question.
Yeah.
Because whose fault is the truck being stolen?
I mean-
and then why? Lunchbox.
It's obviously the guy's truck that owns it because he said leave the keys in it and he didn't get home when he said he was going to get home. But also, I think he set it up insurance scam.
Oh, you think he set it up?
He
I didn't think
absolutely
about
set
that.
it up.
Okay.
Absolutely set
Because
that
he
up.
has her believing it too, and
Yes.
she's his, oh,
Okay.
there's a new wrinkle.
Yep, maybe there was something going wrong with the truck and it was going to be too much to fix it, and the insurance didn't know about it, so he was like, you know what, if I get it stolen, they're going to give me the value of the truck. Boom.
I mean, he said he
theory.
was kind of excited about getting a new truck.
Eddie?
I'm going Amy's fault.
Okay.
I'm going Amy. I mean, even if you get told leave the keys there or whatever, you should be like, no, I'll drive them to you whenever you get home. Amy, if it wasn't for you leaving the keys in the cup holder, that truck would have never gotten stolen.
I know.
So I'm going to ask you a question, and I hope to get full honesty here, because this is going to affect my decision and who actually isn't, at fault for this. You're using the truck. You're driving it back. Now, did he expect you to really bring it back when he was home? And because you were there when he wasn't, he didn't have a way to get the keys. He's like,
No.
the whole time from the minute you borrowed it, he was like, when you come back tomorrow, whatever, just put the keys in the cup holder.
No, he was out of town, not far. He was about 3 hours away. So he knew he was going to be gone and that we were going to be returning it while he was gone.
I just think I wouldn't have left the keys in the cup holder, and I'd have
I
said,
know.
I'll just
Even if
bring
they
it.
told you.
Yeah, I would just bring it back when you're
Okay.
here.
Oh,
That's
wow.
what I'm saying, Amy.
Especially if it's on the side of the road. Like,
We put a full tank of gas in it.
Oh, so
like-
they really need to thank you.
The
So they're
guys
still
that
driving.
stole this, yeah. And then when he reported it stolen, the police were like, because he has a spare key, and he's like, what if I see it around? Like, I have a key, I'm going to carry it around with me. And they said, do not get in it and take your car back, because now that's reported stolen. And if cops see you driving it, you will get pulled over and get arrested.
fun little story that's been told on the air years ago. Arkansas Keith, my old stepdad, he had his Jeep stolen. And he had an idea of who stole it because some people saw some fellas that were up to no good that lived in a town nearby. And they were like, we thought we saw them with the Jeep. So he knew where their trailer was in the woods and where they lived. He snuck onto their land,
I love it.
jumped a fence, had a spare key, stole his Jeep back,
That's right.
and then had it. And that was the end of the story.
That's
And-
how you do
and
it.
They never. He could have been shot.
Oh, sure.
But it's pretty awesome. He stole the Jeep back.
Yes.
That stinks, and it is partially your fault. So what'd you say to him?
We said, oh, we are so
We're sorry.
sorry. What are we? But he was in a great mood about it.
He was? So
Which
maybe-
makes me think-
Wow,
Well, I
Insurance scam,
think-
guys. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Huh.
He's
Okay,
in
I'm
a
starting to
good
go over
mood.
there.
His truck was stolen. Come on.
But it was a nice truck. He doesn't need a new truck, but he did mention that it's okay, insurance, I'll get a new truck.
Oh,
Wow.
guys, come on.
Okay, so what do we learn from this though?
Interesting.
Let's have a learning. We need to.
Oh, I learned 2 things.
Okay.
I learned that people are out there stealing things.
Yeah, I've known that for a while.
You
though.
learned
But
that?
in groups. This they're getting dropped off to run around neighborhoods in stealing things, and then they get picked back up, unless of course they get lucky and get a car and they drive out.
They don't need picked up. Yeah.
But because that happened in my neighborhood, and security footage shows almost the exact same scenario. So be on guard. And then I learned don't leave keys in the car, whether it's yours or somebody else's, especially if it's somebody else's.
Are you embarrassed?
I mean, it's almost no way, because he's gonna be fine. He lives in a nice neighborhood, it's all good. I think he's gonna be fine, obviously. So I feel bad, but also he's gonna be okay. If it was somebody where I knew it was really putting them in a bind, I mean, I'll probably have to buy them a new truck. I feel horrible.
Don't leave your keys or your baby
Yeah.
in the
Throw
truck.
the
Or your
baby in there.
baby.
Good one.
Or the baby.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. The more you know. That's a little public service.
It's about